And it is telling us that living is about having Shraddha, courage of authenticity, to live the truth. Please understand here one thing I don't know if you guys noticed. Lot of things have been told in each chapter. But here Bhagavan Sri Krishna dedicated the whole chapter to just one word, one quality, that is Shraddha, authenticity. Please understand, there are a lot of divine qualities which we are supposed to have. Lot of good things we are supposed to learn to become enlightened. But here, out of 18 chapters, one whole chapter is dedicated to just one quality, one word, Shraddha. So Krishna now gives the methodology to internalize and live the truths in Shraddhatraya Vibhaga Yoga. Here, Krishna speaks about the threefold authenticity. Shraddha means faith plus the courage of authenticity to live the truth, to live your peak possibility. Your convictions and your day-to-day life is living. Shraddha is total conviction in what we are feeling, thinking, speaking, and doing. Please understand, there should be no doubt in our mind about the path that we are following and why we are following it. So what is this Shraddha? What is this authenticity? Please listen. Authenticity is being sincere to the four aspects of you. What are those four aspects? What you feel as you, inner image. What you project you to others, outer image. What you think about others and life, others' image. What others hold you as a person, that is life image. Being sincere to all these four things, all these four aspects of you, is called authenticity. So now Arjuna is saying, a beautiful question he asked, hey Krishna, those who discard the scriptures, shastras, and perform sacrifices, what is their position? Is it sattvic, rajasic, or tamasic? What is the state of people who don't follow these instructions and instead worship with Shraddha, authenticity, as per their own beliefs? Sri Krishna explains that the way we worship depends on our natural disposition, the guna, attributes that we are born with, sattva, goodness, rajas, aggression, or tamas, ignorance. Shraddha here refers to the faith that comes out of authenticity in action or good work. Yet, pure goodness goes beyond all material acts. Only a person whose nature is pure goodness can connect with the divine, with existence. Here Bhagavan Sri Krishna says that our life, that our style of worship also depends on our nature, the way we worship. Previously, in chapters, Bhagavan spoke about how to worship, right? A person established in sattva worships devatas, deities, gods who are peaceful, gods who are peaceful. He worships. A person established in rajas, he worships yakshas, supernatural beings, and rakshasas, demons. A person established in tamas, ignorance, worships pretas, spirits, and bhutas, ghosts. So, based upon our ideal, our gunas, attributes, we can be described. So, beautifully, Bhagavan says, do not punish your body, do not torture your soul. You also punish me because I reside in you. See, when you punish your body, he's saying you're punishing him because he resides in you. The body is the temple of God. By torturing the temple of God, you torture the supreme consciousness residing inside. Those who torture the supreme consciousness inside the body are certainly demons. Sri Krishna speaks about food. See, it's so funny. Bhagavan is literally spoon feeding us. He's speaking about food also. So clearly he is giving us how to live. So Bhagavan now speaks about food. Three different types of people enjoy three different types of food. The foods that promote longevity, virtue, strength, health, happiness, joy are juicy, smooth, substantial, and nutritious. Such foods are liked by persons in the mode of goodness, sattvic. Sattva guna people will enjoy these kind of foods. People in the mode of aggression, rajas, they like foods that are very bitter, sour, salty, hot, pungent, dry, and burning, and cause pain, grief, and disease. Means, people who like all this masala food, spice food, all these things. People in the mode of ignorance, tamas, like foods that are stale, tasteless, rotten, refuse, and of impure energy. Means refrigerated, you know what? I don't want to mention. So basically, fresh, subtle, very subtle vegetarian food is what Sattvic people like. So here, Bhagavan is giving us technology to experience authenticity. Please understand, all you need to do is jump into authenticity, the space of possibility. The moment we jump into Shraddha, we experience the truth. We become Krishna. We experience Krishna consciousness. Now we will enter into the technology of experiencing authenticity, the technology of Krishna consciousness. Understand, gap between your desire and responsibility is your inauthenticity. Your desire should come with responsibility, isn't it? Bring more and more authenticity, take more and more responsibility. When you take responsibility, sit by creating the space and be ready to sacrifice. The world will simply move based on your word. The world will move as you want. Understand, authenticity has to be practiced in every dimension of your life, at every level of your thinking, and at every level of your cognizance. Understand that the ultimate step or the straight way to enlightenment is authenticity, to live the truth. Here, Krishna talks about how to give, how to sacrifice, and how to enrich others. In the Vedic tradition, enriching sacrifices such as fire rituals, yajna, were not mere rituals to worship celestial beings. They had a far deeper meaning of enriching. When the great rishis performed yajna, they expected nothing. These rituals were done to please the celestial beings and nature for the enriching welfare of humanity. These were selfless offerings of sattva guna, goodness. Krishna defines austerity of deeds, words and act thoughts. I'll tell you one small story. It's not a small story, small example. See, understand, any yajna should be performed selflessly, without any benefit oriented. I'll give you a small, they expect nothing in a day-to-day living expression. So these such selfless offerings of sattva guna is a good yajna. There are different kinds of yajnas. Great kings also practiced these rituals. Kings performed fire rituals to display power and to show that they are controlled. They controlled other kings. Kings such as Yudhishthira performed the horse sacrifice, Ashwamedha Yoga, Yajna, and the Rajasuya Yajna to announce their supremacy over other kings. These were performed in the mode of aggression, Rajas. There are other extreme sacrifices also performed by demonic creatures with no concern except to show their brutal strength. These did not involve any enriching, any charity or generosity. These did not follow the scripture guidelines. These were carried out of purely selfish reasons. I will quote something in Kathopanishad. All of you know there are 108 Upanishads. In that, the second Upanishad, Kathopanishad, Swamiji told many times about this story. When the young Nachiketa's father gave away all useless old cows that are no more of use, that no more, they did not any long produce milk. He gave away those useless cows as an offering to the fire. Then this young Nachiketa protested his father's inauthenticity. He asked, "What are you doing?" He asked his father, "Why are you giving away useless things in a sacrifice that is meant for giving away valuable material offerings? If you want to give nothing else, give me away," Nachiketa says. "Offer me to the fire," he's telling. And see the deep ignorance and anger. His father really offered his son to Yama, god of death, as a result. So please understand that an enriching sacrifice is not measured by how much we give. It is measured by how much we give that we cannot afford to give. Understand? So it depends upon our intention. Anyhow, Krishna defines austerity of deeds, words, and thoughts. Tapas or penance is the austere, simple way of living. The mode of aparigraha, simplicity. It is based upon what one needs and not what one craves for. So, one who successfully practices this is a tapasvi. The penance that is, so he told three things, right? Words, thoughts, and deeds. How to perform penance. So the penance that is to be done by words is speaking the truth and speaking pleasing words, creating a healing effect through our words, is the basic practice for one who is established in integrity. We should not utter words that hurt others. Our presence should be healing and enriching others. Krishna calls this tapas, austerity of words. So through words, this is how we are supposed to behave. Next, Krishna talks about austerity in action. Shariram tapa means, these mean truth in thoughts, words, and deeds, embodying non-violence, non-covetousness, simplicity, and living in reality, focusing on Supreme as the ultimate in any penance. See, so beautifully Bhagavan told us how to, through words how to live, through actions how to live, through thoughts how to live. Because these three are very important. This decides our future, isn't it? Now, Bhagavan speaks dana, about dana and sacrifice. Concept of dana, enriching charity. Krishna says that when charity is done purely out of a feeling of sharing to enrich others, it is sattvic, the ultimate good purity. In this Shraddhatraya Vibhaga Yoga, Shraddha is also the understanding that the enriching act of sacrifice, austerity or charity, yajna, tapas or dana is not directed towards oneself or a material goal. They are directed towards the enrichment of supreme consciousness. In the last 3 verses, Sri Krishna provides the technique to achieve the space of completion that expresses as the space of enriching, the shift of space from self to self. He provides the method by which anyone can surrender the results of his activities, the fruits of his action, called karma phala, to the divine. He provides the tool in the form of the invocation, Om Tat Sat. Bhagavan spoke very elaborately about tapas and, austerity and all this. See, in the last 3 verses, Krishna provides the technique to achieve the space of completion that expresses as the space of enriching, the shift of space from self to self. He provides the tool in the form of the invocation, which is called Om Tat Sat. Here, I will chant a shloka. All of you also can chant. Om Tat Sat iti nirdesho brahmanastrividah smritah brahmanastena vedascha yajñascha vihitah pura. You chant now. Om Tat Sat iti
Om Tat Sat iti
nirdesho
Nidesho
brahmanas
Brahmanas
trividah smritah
Vibhaga
brahmanastena
Brahmanastena
vedascha
Vedascha
yajñascha
Yajnascha
vihitah pura.
Vihita Pura.
Means Om Tat Sat is said to be the threefold name of the eternal being Brahma. Persons with good Brahmanic qualities, the Vedas and the selfless service, Seva, Yajna, were created by and from Brahma in the ancient times. See, these 3 words, Om Tat Sat, are the words of the divine. Om iti etat brahmano nedistham namah shows the first goal, the beginning. The first goal, the beginning. Tat Tvam Asi indicates the second goal, the continuation. Sat Eva Saumya is the third goal or final result. All 3 combined give the words Om Tat Sat. This is why these words have such great importance or significance. Any person doing enriching or working with the space of addressing Om Tat Sat will be with existence, the divine consciousness. These three words simply imply I offer all to that truth, I surrender everything to that divine. Let that be the truth. This is the Mahavakya, the great truth handed down by the master to Arjuna as the technique to ensure Shraddha, authenticity in all activities of sacrifice, austerity, and charity. The sloka number 2, I'm going to chant this sloka also. Om Sadbhave Sadhu Bhave Cha Sadhityetat Prayujyate Prashaste Karmani Tadha Sachabdah Pardhayujyate. Let me do once more. Om Sadbhave Sadhu Bhave Cha Sadhityetat Prayujyate Prashaste Karmani Tadha Sachadha Pardhayujyate means the word Sat is used in the sense of reality and goodness. The word Sat is also used for an auspicious act. O Partha, Arjuna, authenticity in sacrifice, charity, and austerity is also called Sat, selfless service for the sake of the Supreme is in truth termed as Sat. That's why many sadhus, sannyasis, enlightened beings use this Om Tat Sat. They always say this, isn't it?
Yes. And then they say Hari Om Tat Sat.
Now, Bhagavan also speaks about enriching without expectation. Any action, whether penance, tapas, charity, dana, or sacrifice, yajna, has no meaning when the purpose is not to achieve the ultimate, the divine. The purpose of all these things is to achieve the ultimate, the divine. The final aim in all the Vedas is to gain the experience of Krishna or the Supreme Consciousness. Please understand, incarnations still landing on planet Earth to make all of you enlightened is nothing but the universe practicing responsibility. Why will these incarnations come? Because universe itself is practicing responsibility by sending these incarnations onto planet Earth to make us transform and to make us get enlightened. He leads you on the path of complete cognition for an experience of the ultimate consciousness and ultimately to love and oneness with the divine. This is where the role of a guru is important. See, understand, the guru is the only being who can enrich you with a space of completion to make your life successful and fulfilled. So, let us all pray to Parabrahma Krishna to give us the experience that leads to the ultimate consciousness Nityananda. Let us pray to him to give us all Shraddha, authenticity, and experience of the truth that he's teaching through the Gita to all of us. And let him make us establish ourselves in eternal bliss Nityananda. So, any more questions?
So that concludes this chapter. And if you have any questions, you can type on the chat, and then we take a few minutes.
One thing you have to notice here, all of you, 17 chapters are over. Bhagavan spoke so much about so many things. But Bhagavan chose the whole chapter to speak about authenticity when he's concluding the Gita. That means what? This is the most important quality for anybody to have. That's why he's concluding the whole Gita with this one thing.
And that is that why Swamiji said that just by living this authenticity can lead you to the ultimate, right?
Yeah, enlightenment. Because the moment we live authenticity, we are living authentic thoughts, authentic words, authentic actions. That's it. Completion is over and we are enlightened. Isn't it? So
Any questions?
Any questions?
Looks like everybody is.
I think everybody are fulfilled by 17 chapters of knowledge.
Yeah.
So next week also we'll be doing the 18th chapter, the final chapter, which Bhagavan is concluding. And once that is over, later on, we'll figure out. All of you hold your seats. We will come back with something else.
So if there's no question, then we will just present the last few slides and then we can conclude. Okay, so to know that we are now in the midst of the Rajeshwari Brahmosavam. So there is a special puja called the Sri Vidya Puja, which is very powerful puja. And Swamiji is going to energize your Amalinga as well as a special initiation, which is going to be available on the 25th of February, this Sunday. Okay, which is 4:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Okay, in Malaysia will be 26 morning. So if you are interested to offer this seva, you can contact your respective causes and or mahants. So that is one thing. The next thing is, next slide. As you know that we started the new season of Paramashivoham last Saturday on the 17th. So I think go on because Bhagavan is coming every day, almost every day for the last 3 days now for live darshan. So don't miss whether it's live or a live darshan. Please attend the darshan every day to get the initiation and the blessing from the Guru. Next. So with that, we're going to conclude. Thank you for your participation and coming in. So again, a reminder to have a breakthrough in the knowledge of Bhagavad Gita and to manifest abundance in your life. Talk to 11 people a day about this book and also bring them to the next session. As you know, next session is going to be on Moksha Sannyasa Yoga. Moksha means liberation. So the last chapter is about liberation. So you all have to come, okay? If you don't have the book of Bhagavad Gita Decoded, please go download the ebook, which is projected on the slide, the link. Otherwise, if you have a hard copy, continue to read the Bhagavad Gita and be enriched by Bhagavan. So with that, if there's no further question, I think we, like I say, it's a very short chapter. We can conclude now. Anyone? No, nothing? Okay. So,
and one more thing, all of us are Swamiji's disciples, and see, all of you know that Swamiji is Paramashiva himself, and Mahashivaratri is the most important, where everybody worship Shiva for Mahashivaratri. Here, all of you should understand, Shiva is literally sitting here, and we are going to watch him. All disciples of Swamiji sees Shiva directly on Mahashivaratri. So I suggest all of you who are waiting to do Pratyaksha Pada Puja or anything, you consider doing it on Mahashivaratri because it's very, see, every Pada Puja is auspicious. Every Pada Puja we do to Swamiji is auspicious, no doubt about it. But literally we are doing Pada Puja to Paramashiva on Mahashivaratri itself directly.